Você guarda redes, pai, ok?
Guarda-redes, estás a brincar, ok?
I would never pressure him to being a footballer. Cristiano Ronaldo stated his true-to-heart intentions. The last thing he would do is impose his desires and wishes on the young shoulders of his namesake, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. But turns out, Jr. has quite a few tricks up his sleeve as he dribbles effortlessly on the Juventus grounds. Not that we're comparing the learner with the superior and senior, but how good is Cristiano Ronaldo's son? Ronaldo has 4 children. He first became the father of his son, Cristiano Jr., who was born in the United States on 17th June 2010. He said that he had sole custody of the child and that he would never openly reveal the name of the mother under an agreement he had with her. He had stated that a certain diet has to be followed. Cristiano Ronaldo has his hands full with Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., his eldest kid. Cristiano Ronaldo's son accompanied him to Juventus, and the 10-year-old was doing well at the club's academy. Cristiano Jr. is part of the Juventus academy and has shown encouraging signs, but his famous father would let him make his own decisions. Many footballers will certainly love their children to walk in their footsteps, and it's a matter of pride when it happens. However, not all of them are getting as good as their fathers. The bar is even set too high for Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. as his father has smashed numerous goal-scoring records. Juventus striker Cristiano Ronaldo claims that he will never push his son to try a career as a soccer player, but that he's annoyed when he drinks Coca-Cola. I'm arguing with him as he eats chips and fries and all. He knows I don't like it. Even my little ones, when they eat sweets, they still look at me and, we have to be powerful. But to be honest, he has a chance. He's a big boy, he's quick, he's well motivated. But this is nothing. I say to him every time, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of hard work. He may have a soccer gene in him, but he'd have to work extra hard to get to his dad's standard. The attacker realizes that it'll be impossible for any footballer to hit his standard of accomplishment, and he admits he's not trying to push his son to play soccer. He recently spoke to the 10-year-old and said he began teaching him that hard work and commitment are needed to attain some sort of success. If his son were to become a soccer star, he would be delighted, but what he wishes is for him to be the best in whatever area he likes. I always tell him that it takes work and dedication to be successful, Ronaldo told Ebola, quoted by Football Italia. I'm not going to push him to become a soccer star, but I'd like it. The most important thing is to become the best in his profession, be it football or medicine. The former Real Madrid star also discussed the advice he gave to his son in August of 2020, noting that a return to his own childhood home helped him keep grounded. When he saw my place, he couldn't believe that I had lived there, he said. He asked me, but you were here, now it's all easy, the houses, the car, and all. It was important for Senior to keep Junior grounded and focused. To be exceptionally good, one has to preserve their values and sustain commitment. Let's face it, Cristiano Ronaldo has really good genes. Not only does he happen to be one of the most skilled footballers on the planet, but he is perhaps one of the most committed athletes when it comes to improving his physical health. And to make matters easier, Ronaldo has an elite attitude close to that of other iconic athletes like Michael Jordan, which has guided him to never stop improving regardless of his status. However, Ronaldo still makes time for his family, and Cristiano Jr. seems to have pursued a football career as much as anybody at that age would have passed on his experience. Cristiano Ronaldo's eldest son can boast an impressive goal performance for the Juventus under-9 side. Cristiano Jr. entered the youth academy at the Turin Giants when his dad transferred to Serie A last summer, and the 9-year-old displayed the kind of potential that makes his father a modern-day hero. According to the well-respected Football Talent Scout, a Twitter account that tracks the best young prospects from around the world, Cristiano Jr. scored a remarkable 58 goals in 28 games for Juve under-9, adding a further 18 assists. Cristiano Jr. scored 4 times on his Juve debut in September last year, and while it remains to be seen if he will turn his displays at such a young age to higher stages of seniority, he continued to demonstrate such an impressive form in front of the net. Ronaldo, the senior, said at the time, "I hope that Chris, my son, can be like his dad. He says he's going to be better than me, but I think it's difficult. I'm very happy to score for him too. He plays for Juventus and adapts very well. It's been better for him than for me." Junior has scored about twice as many goals for Juventus as he has since moved to Italy. Ronaldo joined Juventus from Real Madrid in July 2018 for a fee of $112 million and has since netted 34 times in all Italian championships. 9-year-old Ronaldo Jr., who entered the club's academy at the same time, has far overshadowed his father's record in front of the post, hitting the net an impressive 58 times in just 28 games. Adding to that incredible number, he also gave 18 assists to his Pulcini under-9 teammates. Ronaldo Sr.'s return of 28 goals last season for Juventus was his worst in a decade. The last time he scored less than 30 in a single campaign was the 2008-09 season, where he represented Manchester United, and the Portuguese star admits that his son has adapted better than him in Turin's life. He's playing for Juventus and adapting well, the Portuguese international told DAZN. "It's been easier for him than for me," he further adds. "I hope that he can be like his dad. He says he's going to be better than me, but I think it's difficult." Cristiano's son seems to have inherited his father's soccer skills. It's not necessarily the case that the son of a great soccer player is going to be a great player himself. There's no certainty, but Junior appears to be off to a strong start. Cristiano Jr. has learned his trade with the Juventus youth teams, and while numbers for players of his generation are hard to come by, what little proof we have is positive. Cristiano Jr. has a fantastic record of 58 goals in just 28 games. Ronaldo shared a video on his Insta of his 6-year-old son scoring a spectacular free kick. He even inherited the stance of his father while he preps for a free kick. Good genes there. But let us know your thoughts whether Cristiano Jr. has what it takes to be as good or even better than his legendary father in this sport in the comments section below. And while you're at it, go ahead and leave us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so you can catch up on more soccer related content in the future as well. Until next time, take care and goodbye.